All right. I've enjoyed your letters every morning when I get up to do my check from AOL to NBC to uh, Gay Voices and Huffington Post to just about any news I can get my hands on, generally entertainment news and front page news on Huffington Post. So thank you. I look forward to yours and Paul Benison's, and all the rest is crap, basically. So you took a little analysis of my last blogs and put them into a well-spoken letter. Yes, indeed. Well, looks like little Dick Burt will no longer be welcome in your blogging fan club. No. What a moron. What can people like you, Sean, fucked up, retarded, fuck piece of shit, fucked up git, you lowly scum, what could you possibly do for the economy? Yikes. A career as a defense attorney, yeah. I just showed those millions of dollars that my family has put in. And I think of my mom, too, who works so hard. And then for me to be accused as a welfare squelch, a welfare cheat. Very effective performance. Thank you. I had to do it, really. You found yourself in agreement with the Seattle Weekly News reporter who apparently left his comb at home. Yeah, it rains all the time in Seattle, and it's totally uncool to have an umbrella. I don't know why. It's like in Boulder years ago. I had this fight with Matt for about 5 years. Totally uncool to wear a coat until it's 30, 25 degrees. And so they go with this troubled hairdo everywhere they go, I assume. And $2,000 toupee, best way to catch a woman. Being short and bald. Well, I did suggest the short and bald guy get a $2,000 toupee and 3-inch Doc Martens shoes, and that he would have a better chance. The onion breath trick would not be an option for this short and bald. Has great hair, looks full shit of charisma. Yes, yeah, that would go with no matter what kind of flatulence anybody was putting out, no kind of what kind of onion consumption, etc. The reward show. Thank you. Yeah, we shared that 2000 that memory and share it now in 2015. Uh, I was fascinated as a much younger adult when the tapes first came out, when there was no video, it was all tapes, came out and showed his wife trying to put his brains back into his skull, that pink mass of brainy matter. So, hombre viejo blanco, the old white man who can still kick ass. I agree. Don't let him forget it either. I'm not really a smoker, just a kind of a puffer, and I don't do that very often because I can't. I have a little bit of an ulcer thing going on. Uh, so Obama compared, yes, I compared radical extremist Christians who put Bush in office, who therefore invaded, could have been France as far as Iraq goes, but he convinced the people by lies and lies. This is like Hitler said, the greater your lie, the bolder your lie, and the more it's repeated, you're guaranteed that some will believe it. And in this country, the whole country just believed them. They had the Winnebago theory where they were making nuclear bombs and driving them around in Winnebago type trucks, and it's insane, absolutely insane. And I said the Christian extremists had blood on their heads for 2.5 million dead since the bombing in 2013. Now, the bombing in 2013 only actually killed 1 to 2 million. The whole war, the longest war in recorded history, next to Afghan. But the actual death toll with all the terrorism that this unleashed, and all the insurgents and Kurds killing Baaths, and Baaths killing Sunnis, and Sunnis killing Shiites, and terrorists killing everybody. They went a little too far with burning that pilot alive, because Jordan came back pretty strong. And I tend to finally we get some Arab countries to deal with an Arab problem. Wow, what a concept. So Obama, yes, he did. But that's way back. Yikes, that's really going back the Middle Ages. He could simply go back to our country just a couple hundred years ago with slavery, with the indigenous population given blankets with typhoid and with disease on them to the indigenous Indians, Native Americans. God kept me from having, yeah, He's kept me from having several nervous breakdowns, and I'm thankful for that. I'm not dead. I'm not in an asylum. I think I've made it through the most critical years. I, like you, wasn't sure, but I always, in the back of my mind, hoped that something would suddenly change, some kind of healing would happen, some revelation, and that just may not be the case. I'm just going to ride out the next 15 years and go with it. Uh, 1970s, the devil continues to reward him. Yeah, the devil continues to reward a lot of people in the 21st century. See, that's a whole nother blog. Uh, Props for taking. Yeah, I took Bernadette today again to get her medicine, and that's a tricky, dicey neighborhood. What you deal with, what I dealt with for 3 years on South Federal here in government housing. You just got to put on the most badass look you can and never stare anybody in the eyes, uh, and walk fast, you know. So we went to her clinic, which is not nearly as bad, one quarter as bad, but it still reminds me of how many really, really sick people are with Medicaid. Everybody with a limp and mentally ill people, and the good old 47% that would never vote for Mitt Romney or a Republican. And I'm a little surprised that you're leaning towards a Republican. Don't take offense at this. Our friendship will always go way above politics. But I think a certain dose of Rush Limbaugh, a certain dose of brainwashing by Fox. And why does Fox think they're so righteous when they exclude the physically unattractive, other than point counterpoint guy, other than the effect, the O'Reilly effect, the ugliest sin. But these beautiful, gorgeous women discriminating against all other women, making the outlandish claims that they make, who probably never went to journalism school, and who probably the best thing they do is read a teleprompter. It's ridiculous. Chirp Dinky of the Dakota News. The elevator story is a true story, and your story is true to verify that. So, I can see a butt hanging out the back window, and a lot of stairs along the way. All right, we'll keep on blogging. You keep on writing. Take care, my friend.